Сырватор. Ужас. Ужас.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel Uniplex. Guys, in today's video, we will be showing 8 catastrophic failures caught on cameras, which have caused significant financial loss to people, and some individuals luckily escaped from nearby deaths. So without wasting any more time, let's start today's video. Rio Branco, Brazil is a large city in the Acre River Valley. It's home to about 419,000 people and one oblivious truck driver. You could say he started his new year out with a bang. On January 21st of 2020, a police helicopter was preparing for takeoff at a strategic location in the city center. From there, it could easily patrol the entire city in record time. Unfortunately, this patrol mission never got off the ground. That's because our truck driver ignored all the police signs and drove straight into the spinning blades. Five people were inside the helicopter and 3 inside the truck when they collided. Thankfully, nobody was seriously hurt. The truck was a government vehicle used to transport waste from a local hospital. Nobody could explain why the driver got so close. This type of helicopter patrol is very common in Rio Branco. These landings happen everywhere in the city, and police take every precaution to ensure nobody gets near the blades. There are signs and barriers and people stationed all around. This video goes to show that no matter how hard you try, you can't fix stupid. Bangalore, India is the capital and largest city in the southern state of Karnataka. About 8 million people live within the city, making it India's 3rd largest by population. The city sports a pleasant climate year-round. That's because it sits about 3,000 feet above sea level on the Deccan Plateau. Its parks and green spaces earned it the nickname Garden City. But don't let all that greenery fool you. It has a serious problem with building collapses, especially during the rainy season. Water erodes the poorly constructed foundations, which leads to cracks, tilts, and total failures. On September 27th of 2021, 40 people narrowly escaped a building on the verge of collapse. According to reports, the residents were evacuated long before the building fell. However, there were 40 workers inside trying to prevent the structure from collapsing. Everyone ran for their lives once it passed the point of no return. It seems like local officials saw this collapse coming. In 2019, a committee identified 185 buildings in danger of collapsing. They marked them for demolition, but only 10 were ever torn down. According to the government, heavy rains had damaged another 2,500 homes. Whether or not they were on the verge of collapse is anyone's guess. Spazien is a small town in western Poland situated on the Orbo River. Back on January 14th of 2020, a local truck driver learned a valuable lesson about speed limits. CCTV footage shows him driving through the Polish backcountry with an excavator on his flatbed. As he goes around a bend, he comes in a bit too hot and wasn't able to stop in time for a passing train. The high-speed train flies by and clips the back of the truck. However, footage from a different angle puts the whole story in perspective. Our driver approaches way too fast. You can tell he slammed on the brakes by the way the cab dips down. The truck was too heavy to stop in time. Here, the man makes a decision. Stop and risk the cab landing on the tracks, or try to outrun the train. He chose the latter. The train smashes the flatbed and spins it 90 degrees. Imagine being in one of those cars watching this whole thing happen. Out of the 150 people on board, only 4 were injured, including 2 train operators. The truck driver walked away unscathed, though his truck was a lost cause. Nestled in the heart of Kazakhstan, Karaganda is a city steeped in a rich and intricate history. While once renowned for its coal mining industry, the city has undergone significant transformation in recent decades. The rapid influx of population triggered a construction frenzy, yet not all structures met the expected standards. On April 6th of 2012, one of these newly erected buildings suddenly crumbled, and at first glance, it could easily be mistaken for a scene from a CGI rendering.
Ужас! Ужас!
Reports suggest that in the days leading up to the collapse, the building had been tilting precariously, providing ample time for all 111 residents to evacuate. Miraculously, there were no injuries because of this. The city of Bangalore is the capital of the Indian state of Karnataka. In 2001, researchers discovered Stone Age artifacts on the city's outskirts, suggesting humans settled there around 4000 BCE. It's been a growing hotspot ever since. In 2017, the city was looking to expand. They knocked down an old theater and began digging an 80-foot hole to lay the foundations for a new high-rise development. Then, on July 28th of 2020, a local noticed cracks forming in a 3-story building sitting directly next to the giant hole. Take a guess what happened next. Several different angles capture the building as it falls into the hole. Sparks fly on the ground floor as it topples end over end, and the crash sends a massive cloud into the air before everything settles. A closer angle shows the ground giving out from underneath the building. Thankfully, nobody was inside. The fire department got everyone out of the building moments before the collapse. There wasn't much they could do to save the structure itself, as getting crew in there was far too risky. The blame fell on the developer for poor project planning, and they likely had to compensate for damages. Next time, maybe they'll be more careful when digging a massive hole in the middle of a heavily populated area. The Huangpu River is a 70-mile waterway flowing through central Shanghai, China. Its waters span a width of more than 1,300 feet and plunge to depths of up to 30 feet in certain areas. For many locals, the river serves as a vital transportation route, offering a scenic backdrop for daily commutes. Moreover, it even plays host to luxurious yacht tours, allowing residents and visitors to explore the city from a different perspective. On the evening of August 7th of 2021, an idyllic cruise on one of these yachts turned into a harrowing ordeal. 11 passengers were aboard the ship when it suddenly burst into flames. Security camera footage shows first responders rushing to get people off the yacht. You can imagine the panic they must feel to get the hell out of there. One guy even almost goes overboard. Not long after, the entire ship was up in flames. Liu Jingjun, an officer aboard a marine patrol boat, described the scene as they approached the stricken yacht. All they saw was a thick plume of black smoke and passengers with life jackets on in the water. The fire department made quick work of the fire once they arrived. The boat was a loss, but everybody involved was okay. Muzaffarnagar is a small city in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. Because it's located in the middle of a highly fertile region, it's among the state's most developed and prosperous cities. That means they have money to spend on replacing decaying infrastructure like old bridges. On September 26, 2022, a demolition crew arrived to remove a dilapidated bridge. They drove an excavator out to the middle and began hammering away. It seems like someone should have rethought this plan. What happened next shouldn't have surprised anybody.
Oh! लिगड़ गए
According to reports, the driver was rescued later on. The bridge itself was over 100 years old. Tearing it down was part of a larger plan to widen the highway along the canal. Technically, it was a job well done. Now they just have to fish that excavator out of there. The city of Minneapolis used to be home to the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, a massive stadium that served as the home field for the Minnesota Vikings for over 30 years. We say used to because in mid-December of 2013, disaster struck the Metrodome. It all started when a blizzard impacted the city overnight. As the storm intensified, the roof of the Metrodome began to sag under the weight of the snow. The facility's management attempted to clear the snow from the roof, but were unsuccessful. By Sunday morning, the roof had reached its breaking point. Lucky for us, security cameras inside the stadium captured the entire disaster as it happened. The first sign of impending doom is the snow leaking from the roof right as it began to sag. Only a few short moments later, the entire structure gave way, dumping thousands of pounds of snow onto the field below. From another angle, you can see the roof slowly sinking down over the span of a minute. Small tears start letting snow in, while the lights and scaffolding only add to the overwhelming weight of the roof. By the end of the video, the entire thing is nearly touching the field. The cause of the collapse was a combination of factors, including the age of the roof and the weight of the snow. The inflatable roof was constructed of a Teflon-coated fiberglass fabric that had become brittle with age. The storm brought 17 inches of snow to the Minneapolis area, putting an enormous strain on the roof. The Metrodome was ultimately demolished in 2014, and a new arena was built in its place, this time with a much more durable roof. Guys, we have come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching the video for so long patiently. If you enjoy this video, you can like and comment, and if you want to see such strange and interesting videos, you can subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon next to it. See you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay well. Thank you.